You be nice. You be nice. You be nice. So as you guys can tell, this has been a mod that I've been waiting to do since like I got the car. I let it off for so long just because like the old Bose stereo system, it didn't really bother me and I didn't feel like I needed to get a touchscreen until now. Everything going on in the world, you guys know what, fill in the blank, is basically causing us to be really bored all the time. We're all locked in, like a lot of us are taking it pretty seriously. So I haven't been doing much with my car and that's about to change because I'm so bored. And I figured what better time now than to research which stereo I wanted to get, like which double din I wanted to get, and then figure it out, get the wires, put it in the car. So today it just showed up on my front step. I got the Alpine ILX-W650. Don't take my word for like which one it is. I basically just looked at the ratings, saw that it fit in my car. A couple people recommended it, so I went for it. And then I know from the website I got, I had to get like a wire adapter set, and then as well you need like the little frame, like the plastic framing for it so that it'll fit nicely into your like the center console. So I'm basically going to try to attack this now and see what I can start with, because I know I have to like pair wires together and kind of splice stuff for now. It's fairly simple, it should be, hopefully. And then I'm going to go and then try to install it in the car. So it'll be kind of an install video. I'm not really sure what the hell I'm doing, so bear with me, try to follow along, and we'll see what I can do, and hopefully this will be in the car sooner than later. So I'll list everything down below in the description of like the exact links to all of this stuff and where I got it, so you guys can kind of figure it out. But this is what the wiring harness looks like. This is the, I guess the one main one that I need. Then the second one, don't ask me what any of it does, I have no idea, so I'll keep this. Then I know for a fact that this one, you had to get, it came in both. So this is the little like single din, I think they're called. I don't know. Where you plug it in, you have the one on the top, one on the bottom. So you can't just get it where you just get the border like I did. So there's not an option where you can just get the little like rim so that it goes around like that. If that made any sense, you have to get it in total. But it was fairly cheap. So I'll link this one down below in the description too. And then as we keep unboxing this stuff, we'll see like actually what head unit I got. I have no idea what I'm doing, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I know for a fact that this model is like kind of special because it's a lot shallower than most. Like this one's only 3 inches deep or something like that compared to like 6 or something. I don't know. Everyone kind of loved that feature of it. Like you can see it's really small. Okay, so here's the mic. I don't even know if I'm going to put the mic in, so I don't know. We'll see. I barely talk on the phone in my car, and as it is, I can't hear anyone speaking in it anyways, so I'm not sure. This is the little cable. So this is the Apple CarPlay USB. Basically goes in on the back, and then it extends so that you can use like a regular length Apple USB instead of getting like the 5-foot long one. That's that. That's what I know of for sure. These are all the regular like freaking harness and stuff. Don't ask me, I have no idea. And then this stuff, I'm pretty sure this is the one that I'm not going to be using. This is like the steering wheel control, I'm pretty sure. But I have an aftermarket wheel, so I'm not going to be using this. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So here's the thing itself. So I liked this one because it was like completely flush. So if you can see it, like all the buttons on the front here are not actually like raised out. They're all touchscreen. So I think it'll look like the sleekest, I guess, in the car. And then the back of it looks fairly simple. Like this is the power. I guess this is if I have like backup cameras and stuff. So I don't have that. Apple CarPlay here, the mic, stuff like that. I've watched like 1,000 YouTube videos so far on this, so I think I know what I'm doing. And even still, the link that I'll drop in the description of where I got this stuff, especially if you're Canadian, I think they have a US store too, or like location, they had like unreal tech support. The guy like dropped me his phone number, told me like when I'm installing it just to give him a call. I was like, you might as well just offer to FaceTime me at this point, because he was being so friendly and he was smart. Like, he answered all my questions. Like, that's rare for like a tech support guy to be like that tech savvy and actually know what he's talking about. So for now, I'll push all this aside, take the wires, and then I'm gonna have to start learning the instructions of how to connect all this stuff. Okay, so I'll update you guys. Again, no idea what I'm doing. This is like the biggest sketch fest ever, but luckily tech support sent me like an email that's a little bit better than the instructions of what to do. So right now I'm going around and all the wires that he said not to use, I'm just basically capping off. So like 2 greens right here, both the whites are capped off right now. I've connected some of like the wiring harnesses together, so like these are just like what it said to do, pair it up. And then so far I've done like yellow to yellow, red to red, blue to blue. And then so far like there's still some down here too. It like looks so intimidating, but I'm getting through it. So long story short, I'll pick up with the camera in a bit, try to see if I can just focus my attention on it. It's going okay, so hopefully we should be fine. Figured it out. I called tech support again, so I didn't do it all by myself, but have everything wired up, ready to go. The only things that I have left to do, once I get to the car, I have to wire 1 wire to the e-brake and then 2 grounds. Fairly simple. This was not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be when we started. So to any of you that were like kind of hesitant like me, it's very easy. Just call somebody that kind of knows what they're doing and you start to figure out like how you need to go about it. So I have everything ready to go. I'm going to bring a couple little extra like wire slash crimps, connector wires, etc. To finish up the job. And then I have everything packed ready to go. So I guess now's the time. We'll try to fit this in the car and see how it goes. Okay, so we're at the parking garage now. The things that I'm gonna do, I guess, to show you guys how I'm doing it, I figured for now, while I don't need to unplug the battery, I need to take out the center console and then I have to lift up like the whole middle console behind me. This piece right here. So I have to lift up all that. So I'll film it now while the lights actually still work. And then once the lights shut off when I take the battery out, I'll use flashlights. It'll be pretty self-explanatory. But for now, for any of you that don't know how to take the center console or the middle piece out, I'll try to just do like a little kind of edit something. I don't know. I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, for the first part, this is like the easiest part to take off. You literally just grab it right there and pull it. It's fairly straightforward. So once you lift it, I put it in gear, and then there's 2 clips right behind it. One's for like the AC, and then another one is for something else. So I'll unclip both those. They're fairly simple, and then you can actually twist this piece to move it out of the way. So for you guys, it's this plug and then this one. Both just clips, you can do it with your fingers. And then I lift this up, and you take this little rubber piece out. So let's do that. Take that out, put that down there. And then these 2 things clip out. And then so these 2 screws right here and here. So I'll try to take those out. And then from there, I'll take this one, that one out, and then I think there's 2 underneath. And then after that, I'll check the instructions and see where I'm at. Okay, so just to clarify, I had to take out, there's 2 bolts right here. So the bolts that hold in the AC, whatever this is, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then this one and this one. That's the bolts you have to take out there. Okay, before I disconnect the battery, I'll show you guys what I did. So I like to pry this piece up from the top first and then kind of work my way down. Since we unscrewed all the bolts, this whole piece is loose. So before I actually unplugged the battery, I wanted to do all that and then have the most light. So now that I'm going to unplug like the gauges and stuff, it's probably best to unplug the battery, and then I'm going to start working with wires. So I'm just going to unplug the battery and then get to it again. I have the instructions on my phone, so we should be good. Everything's going pretty smooth, and then from here it's just like taking the stock radio out and then kind of starting to plug and play with stuff. Okay, this is the easiest way possible for you guys to see it, because it was kind of complicated for me, but I'll try to make it as easy as possible for you guys. This is the gauge little cluster plug, easy enough. And then all of these are what's hiding and plugged in behind the radio. All of these you just unplug, same with the little, you just pull this one out, fairly straightforward. Then this is where the gauge cluster plug goes to, and then obviously this is the back of the radio. Once all those come out, be careful for the little like hooks that the radio has, because it was getting stuck on the AC little box here. But after that, there's 2 more screws that I didn't get to, so there's 4 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to do all 4 on each side to get it out, and then right now I'm gonna hand the camera off and try to figure out how to actually get this radio out, because it's being a bitch. The last part to get the radio actually out is these little side brackets, I guess, I don't know. But as soon as I did that, and then there's 2 little screws here and here underneath to take it out, and then you take the whole thing out. Simple enough. Now I guess the hard part's coming. Next step, I've basically gone ahead and put the factory brackets on the actual radio. This one's shallower than most, so it's not using all 4, but simple enough. You basically put the factory mounts back on, and then I'm screwing it back into place, and then we'll try to mock it up actually in the center console, and then start plugging and playing with some of the connectors. Looks pretty good, I think. These 2 are going to go to those 2 in there. This is the antenna. Next, I'm going to basically plug everything in that I can from the back, and then try to figure everything out and have it sit nicely in the console. And then I'm gonna have to take my e-brake wire and run it all the way through and then splice it in. So wish me luck here. It's fairly straightforward, so I'm not gonna show it just because I need 2 hands. So fairly straightforward of a like reinstall, I guess. We've been having some trouble, but not that bad. Start from the top, then clip it in, work your way in underneath, and then just like redo all the bolts back. So far I've done just 1 and 2 here, and then there's like probably 4 more, and then I have the ones inside here as well to do, and then I have to figure out some kind of mess. So right now the Apple CarPlay wire is just hanging here for now, the e-brake wire, and then I hooked up the mic just honestly because I didn't know if I wanted to use it or not. I didn't like opt to wire it up and put it like right here near my face. I was gonna put it like right down here by my e-brake or something, just because I didn't want to wire it all the way through, and as it is I never take calls in the car, so I'll continue to keep going, try to install it. I'll update you guys in a second. So all that I've done since I last picked up the camera is I actually got everything bolted in up until this area, and then the e-brake wire, the mic, and the Apple CarPlay is all going now under. I routed it so like under all the brackets now through, and then I have like the center console lifted right here. So I'm gonna go to the other side of the car and then try to tuck everything, and then my plan for the Apple CarPlay is I'm gonna put the like drill a hole here and have the cord coming out so that when I have my phone there it'll go. But so now you can kind of get a perspective of what it looks like. That's on nicely. Okay, I think we're done. I hope to God we're done. Simplify everything for you. I literally just drilled a hole in the cup holders here for the Apple CarPlay, so like this is what I'll use now. That's all plugged in. I left the mic just sitting right down here to figure out like where I would tuck it. Other than that, The only hard part with this, which honestly, if you can get a bypass for it, just get a bypass. You had to wire this like unit up to your e-brake. It was easy. It's the only plug going right to the e-brake, and I just cut it, put like a butt up connector, put the two wires together, and then reconnect it to the e-brake. It wasn't hard, but we're about to put the power back on the car, and then hopefully everything goes smoothly and it actually works. Fingers fucking crossed and kill somebody. Thank God. Keep filming in case it fucks up. Alright, do something. Okay, cool. English. Okay. Okay, we're good so far. Oh. Well, we don't have signal down here, so... Plug
your phone in.
Yeah, I guess so. Bluetooth audio. Bluetooth. Okay, so now I have to do the like... Oh, okay. It works.
Did it work?
Yeah. Thank fuck. Oh my God.
So everything works?
Yeah. Okay, so we got everything to work. I haven't paired my phone yet, so hopefully it will. But like the e-brake actually, it knew it engaged, so that's why we wired to the e-brake to do that. So I'll go into settings and see if I can connect to my Bluetooth, because it's not finding it, so I'm sure I'm gonna have to find the speaker right now. Oh, we got it. Thank you. Okay. So my Bluetooth should just be going. Change my state of mind. Love so hard to find. Got a sound system here. Bumps. Okay, so we're finally done. I know like there's some clips of me like reacting to it turning on and stuff. I guess I can fill you in on what happened and like how easy I guess it was. So right now I'm in my parking garage and it doesn't have any signal, so it's kind of hard to get like a full overview of it because it's like my phone's going in and out of like connection. But this is right now just off Bluetooth. So that's the background of like what it usually looks like. Touch screen, so you can go back to like the home button. So right now like my phone isn't connected to Apple CarPlay, so it's not picking it up. Other stuff like that. Like if I connected a camera, I'd have a backup camera, but I chose not to do that just because I can back up in this car fine. Radio, that's like kind of what it looks like. So it's pretty clean. But if I go back to this and like it'll play like the music, and then if I plug into the cord, which I just routed right into the floor there, it'll go. I ended up putting the mic right here, so it's kind of tucked in. I think I need service to test out the mic, so I don't know yet. We'll find out. I'll probably drive the car up outside. It's dark now, so maybe tomorrow I'll bring the car outside and actually try to see if everything's working and like with signal. But for now, 100% recommend. I guess there's a lot of options for this car and all that kind of stuff, but everything will be linked in the description, like where I got everything, the harnesses, all that kind of stuff, because it made it like so easy. So even like the outer piece here, that'll be linked because you need that. If you just put the screen in, there'd be a huge gap. So I tried to show you guys the best way possible on like how I did it. It might not be the best way, it might not be the right way, but it's how I did it. I'm gonna end the video off here. I hope I did a good job of at least showing you guys how I did it. It might not be the right way, it was just kind of how I went about doing it. Everything will be linked in the description of like where I got all the harnesses, like the outer little adapter piece, and where I got everything from. 100% they were like basically the reason why I figured it out and actually did this. The like screen looks so much better, obviously coming from like the stock Bose. But make sure to subscribe, like for more. And I guess just like drop some comments on what you guys want me to see me film. I have a couple videos being posted sooner than later. I have some in mind that I want to do, and the weather's actually starting to look nice again, which is really good because before it was not nice. It was like raining for the past like week now. So For now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was enough insight to show you how to do it. If not, my bad. Anyways, for now, see you guys. Peace.